Donkey Kong Bonanza.
This game is fucking terrible. By far, this is the lowest supported stream I have done in 2025. No one showed up, no one engaged, and no one supported, and it's the worst stream I've done in a year and a half. We have newly refreshed animations and sound effects. We've got all these new improvements to all of my streaming content, okay? Does it actually mean anything? No. The first stream yesterday, we ended at around $100 of support. Now listen, that's not bad. That's great. Really, $100 on a stream is great for me. I'm not complaining, but we didn't hit the goal, so we stayed at 92 out of 100. All right, guys, we get some support today. So far, we got Buckwell sub and $1 tip. Don't you want to see some of these animations and sound effects that I've implemented for you? Please, let's get some support on the stream and get that rolling so that we can hit our goal for today. Who's going to be our first super chatter of the day? Who's going to be our first sub of the day? Who's going to be our first tip of the day that gets an animation? It has to be $4.20 or more, not $1. I received a $4.19 tip. And this person said, sorry, Phil. So this person basically tipping just under the thresholds to see an animation with a sound effect. So you do not get to hear the new sound effect that I put in for the 420 animation because that person only tipped $4.19. Well, it is what it is, I guess. No animations and no sound effects for you guys. No, I do not get paid when you use channel points. That does not happen. I do actually make some income off of your views on Kick because I'm part of the partner program. But I do not actually get anything if you're using channel points. I have no thoughts about the new Sydney Sweeney ad. I don't even know who Sydney Sweeney is. I just see her name on social media all the time, but I pay no attention. I don't care. What other streamers do I like to watch? Well, my wife and I have watched a variety of streamers over the years, but I'm not going to ever say who it is because sadly, these weirdos on the internet, I'm not kidding. If I ever told you, oh, I watched this streamer and their content, I liked it, they would go over and harass that person for literally no reason. You really pissed me off. Why? Because there was no reason for you to go off on me like you did. You're an asshole. So now you're going to pay for it because you're either my bitch or I'm going to beat you in Street Fighter 6. Either way, I win. So what's it going to be? You're going to be a man or you're going to be the bitch of the internet forever. Let's see if you're man enough. I wouldn't be doing it. They would, just because they think somehow that would get at me. Now, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have anything to do. It wouldn't affect me. But these people are that dumb. Like, they go do things like that for absolutely no reason, but they're just fucked in the head. They're actually broken mentally. They're snapped, cracked. So I'm never going to talk about stuff like that because that way I don't want the fact that these idiots stalk me to then, go negatively on other people.
Last thing I'll be thinking about is a nigga at night or a nigga period. Especially enough to tweet about it.
So I'm not going to talk about that.
She's playing hard today.
Bro, if you're drunk and you're a man and you're thinking about me at 2:30 a.m., clearly the pussy you roll over to at night ain't hitting for you. You must be thinking about a black nigga's cock and booty.
So I'm going to send you guys over there. Be sure to tell him that I called him a cowardly bitch and say that he has no balls and he'll never face me because he knows that he will lose. I don't want to play him for money by paying him. I want to play him and turn him into my bitch by beating him in a game. I want him to actually try. I wouldn't be doing it. They would. What he's saying is that he doesn't want to play me because he just wants the money and that it doesn't matter if he wins or loses if he gets the money up front. No, I want to prove that I'm better than him. That's why I want to play him for real. So there have to be stakes. He wins money if he wins. He doesn't get anything if he loses. He's a bitch. He's a coward, and he's a fucking scrub and always will be. Okay. Wow, what a great transformation. Have a good night. Go over there and have fun with him, guys. Just keep sucking and sucking and sucking. So let's talk all about it, shall we? Any update on the matchup with LTG? No, once again, 2 years in a row. Actually, at this point, I think technically it's 3 years in a row. He completely dodged me. He made excuse after excuse. He made ridiculous demands for money he knows he's not getting because he's a bitch. The people got what they wanted. They wanted me to talk shit to LTG, so I did. We had a segment where I talked shit to LTG because that's what the viewers wanted so badly. Okay? So, that was fun. He's a fucking cowardly, scared little bitch who knows that I would beat him in any fighting game that we chose. He has absolutely no chance to win. So instead of it making about, a challenge of skill, he's like, well, just pay me and it doesn't matter if I win or not. No, that's the point. The point is I want to play you to prove that I'm better than you because that's exciting for the viewers. People don't want to see us play if you're just going to throw the match. So there has to be stakes involved, meaning if you want to have a prize pool that's raised, and the winner of the match gets the prize pool, whether it's $5,000, $30,000, whatever it is, I bet people would pay to see the match happen because they're excited to see which of us would actually win. But he's too dumb to understand that. He just wants a guaranteed payday, which he's never going to get because he's not worth a fucking dollar. The guy is a absolute fucking waste of everyone's time. He view bots. He fakes subs on his own channel. He's got a horrible moral compass, that's for fucking sure. And he has the balls to try to talk shit to me. Me! The guy who's been here before him will be here after him, who's better in every aspect of fucking life than him. He's going to try to talk shit to me about anything. All right? He says, oh, look at his hairline. Yeah, look at my hairline. You notice something? You can see my hairline? Because my camera's fucking visible, unlike your peach fuzz piece of shit and your tiny little rinky-dink setup because you're a broke fucking bum streaming from the ghetto. You suck. You're a bitch and you won't play me because you fucking suck and you don't have a god's chance in hell of fucking beating me at anything on this fucking planet or existence. So stay the fuck in your lane and shut the fuck up about me and don't ever try to make fun of me again because you are my bitch forever, LTG. I did not mean to ban you, Darkside Burt Reynolds. I misclicked. Can we get, how about this? Before the show ends, can we get one super chat, one tip big enough to get an animation? Can we get one member? We haven't had any members. And can we get one more sub? Can we just spread it around a little bit? And then we'll begin with Donkey Kong. Because I can't believe how slow of a support we've had on this podcast. It's not a good sign. I certainly hope that that'll turn around when I start playing Donkey Kong, but you never know. Can we get one of each kind of support? And can we, for the goodness sake, I added all these new animations and sound effects. Can we see some of them? Come on. Then we jumped into Donkey Kong Bonanza. Today we have all new animations for the record for levels of contribution, or the previous animations now have sound effects attached to them. So every contribution above $4.20 sees an animation with some sound, which is cool. It'd be great to see some of them, but we haven't seen pretty much any of them this morning because I have almost no support, only $15. We did have some good streams of it, but this morning was probably one of the worst streams I've done in ages, and here's why. I'm going to be honest with you guys, all right? Because you know I'm an honest dude. I'm starting to get bored with the game now. I legit am. Like, there's not much going on. Even in the new world with a new transformation, it's kind of boring. Right? Like, it's all the same now. It's just more of the same over and over and over. Abdullah says, I like the game so much. For me, it's a game of the year. I respect your opinion as well. You don't find it great. I feel the developers have put lots of effort into it. I'm going to be honest. I don't know, man. Does it really feel like that to you? To me, I'm like, I get it. Okay, it's a collectathon. Again, in the vein of, like, Donkey Kong 64. That's like, it feels like the spiritual successor to that. But it's really repetitive. The game feels nothing like Super Mario Odyssey. And the stream tanked. People left in droves. They didn't stick around to watch. And by the end of the stream, guess how much I got in contributions today? $30. Oops. Oopsie poopsie. $30. For a full daytime stream, I made $30, including the podcast. All right, I have received my first piece of contribution in 45 minutes. And before then, it was another hour. So thank you to Metro Crime for a $4.20 tip here on today's stream. Yamo, thank you for 420. So now we're up to 22 bucks of support. Guys, I think it stands to reason. I've been playing Donkey Kong for an hour. That's the first contribution that we basically had in the hour. Please support Donkey Kong, especially because I've played so much at this point. I'm not going to give up on the game. But at the same time, I do need you guys to support the playthrough. You have up to now. So I'm not sure what's going on today. But please support the stream. All I wanted to do was drop. He was dropping, but then he just does a million random fucking moves. Are you fucking kidding me? All I want to do is drop, but the game's, I'm telling you, the controls just aren't very good. The controls are very annoying to the point where you'll just start doing random shit you don't want to do for some bizarre freaking reason. They gave Donkey Kong 700 different moves, and the problem is all you want to do is a basic thing. All I want to do is drop. Press B. Oh no, Donkey Kong's going to press B, but then he's going to spin, flop, punch, dash, hover. No, I just want to drop. Why are there 700 moves in the air? Just let me do one. But guys, this is the least supported stream I have done all year so far. 22 bucks. So please, can we get some support? If you like Donkey Kong, I literally today added a ton of new animations and sound effects for said animations for contributions, and now we've gotten nearly none. Please support the stream. We've had good momentum this week, trying to hit goals and do a DSP tries it. And yesterday was great. The day before was great. All of a sudden today we're off to a really bad start. Please, let's hit some goals. Let's get it going. That's one of the worst streams I've ever done. I think someone made a point tonight. The only stream that I did this year that was worse was there was one stream of Clear Obscure that did $28, but that wasn't a full daytime stream like that. So yeah, awful. So I'm telling you right now, I now moving forward refuse to play this game as a daytime stream. I'm not going to do a full 3-hour block of it or more. I'm going to do it as night streams only. Sorry, but I can't have these streams tanking like that when I could be doing a major progress in another game people want. I'm not going to be playing this game. I received a $2 tip. Listen to this. You don't like this game or Nintendo? It's not enjoyable to watch. Can we do Q&A? No. Because it's not that I don't like Nintendo. It's that Nintendo recently has not really been trying. All right? Mario Kart World was an $80 insanely overpriced game with almost no content besides 3 hours. This game, the entire game feels exactly the same. And I'm almost 20 hours in? And it feels like I'm almost doing the same thing I did in World 1, quite honestly, because I am. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I'm not going to lie about Nintendo. Their first-party stuff isn't holding up this generation so far. The first two first-party games, Switch 2, are not very good, in my opinion. So let's continue. Now, guys, again, we're at 24 bucks of support. 90 minutes left. Please, let's get some support for the stream. Please, let's get some... we have all new animations. We have audio clips that play with said animations, right? Please support the stream if you can, all right? Let's hit some goals. Let's have some celebrations. Let's do it. Let's get the positivity back on the stream as I beat level 9. All right? I don't understand what else. Dude, is anyone... fuck this. How do I beat this boss? Maybe within 2-3 streams we can wrap it up. All right? I hope so. Well, as of this week, I'm done right now with Donkey Kong. I'm giving it a break till next week. I'm literally not playing Donkey Kong again until next week, and we'll see how it does on, like, late streams. Okay? Well, and the frame rate's so bad, I can barely control my character. I just want to know how to beat the boss. The game is terrible. I'm seriously, the further in I'm getting, the game is worse. It just gets fucking worse. Does anyone know how to beat this fucking stupid fucking boss so I don't have to waste time on it? Wow, I got a $1.25 tip. You seem angry today. Are you okay? I'm bored with the game. The game is too long at this point. And it's to the point where, like, no one apparently likes the game. Right? So it sucks. Take a look at the stream. $29 of support. Nobody cares about this game. And I'm tired of it, and I'm bored, and I can't get out of it because I put too much time into it, you know?
I'm glad those little eelicks were there to hide
I'm not even gonna look. Who cares? Someone tipped $1 says, 2 years ago you were saying it's amazing Nintendo innovates with wonder with Tears of the Kingdom. Now you don't love one of their games, suddenly they're coasting. They've occasionally made much worse games than this since the 80s, and they've been very consumer friendly since then, but in different ways. I hate to tell you this is 2 games in a row. This is a $450 console with all these expensive accessories, a $80 game in Mario Kart World that has 3 hours of content, and now a $70 game in Donkey Kong Bonanza that's insanely freaking boring and repetitive with no thought, just mind-numbingly mashing buttons. That's 2 duds in a row for a new console. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about in general, Nintendo doesn't make creative stuff. This attempt, this console, right now for me is a flop. They need to start pumping out good games for this thing because right now, this stuff is a joke. Well, guys, this is the home stretch of the stream for today, the last 20 minutes. This is pretty disheartening. We have not had a stream this slow of Donkey Kong or a day stream this slow pretty much all year. It would be great to get some final support in the last 20 minutes. I seriously don't think we're hitting any goal today. It would be great to get some support, though, if you could. So, guys, will anyone support Donkey Kong today? $30 all the day is pretty awful. What we get, and by the way, half of that we got on the podcast. I'm serious. We were like $15, $18 at the end of the podcast. So, wow. Can we get a final support for Donkey Kong today at all? Because to be honest, I don't even know what to do. Maybe this has to become a night stream now, and then we have to find new day stream games. If it's going to do horribly, I'm not going to put it on major streams in the daytime, but it hasn't done this poorly at all yet.
Those snakes sure wear some fancy clothes, huh?
Am I going to drop the game as Habib? The thing is, Habib, I'm so far into the game, I feel like it's more of a loss to quit it than to finish it. Like, we are, at this point, near the end, right? This is the final transformation, so we probably have, like, one more stream to beat this level, and then probably one more stream to finish the game. So I might as well finish it, but it really sucks that today I played all day podcast and this, and I have my lowest supported stream of the year. By far, this is the lowest supported stream I have done in 2025. I don't know what to say. The game, I don't think the game's going to get better. I think it's going to stay the same. And it's a very, very mid game that's very repetitive and boring in parts. It's nowhere near as good as I had hoped. It's nowhere near as good as Mario Odyssey was. It's honestly not as good as either Zelda game. Like, I would argue both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is better than this game. This is probably the worst first-party Nintendo game I've played in a long time. Besides Mario Kart World, which is worse. So both outings for Switch 2 launch games are actually quite bad, I would say. But like I said, I do think I want to finish it. We went far enough to finish it. But does this mean every time I play it, we're going to have a slow stream? That's awful, in which case I should probably just do it as night streams, right? That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to end up turning this just exclusively into night streams moving forward and try to wrap it up that way because I can't have an entire day stream. I just worked an entire podcast and this. I made $30. So that's awful. I can't do that every stream. Okay? All right. Well, guys, thanks anyway, and see you next time for the end game. All right. No, see, Ancient Coop overall, that's not true. He says it's been a slow week this week for support. Not true. The first day of the week it was. The second day, both streams exceeded the goal. Yesterday, even though the first stream didn't hit the goal, the second stream exceeded the goal and it ended up being a great day. It definitely is game specific. It is. It's game specific what's going on right now. So it sucks. Like, I need to get through the games I'm playing. Mafia is on the way. Mafia is coming. So there'll be a new game there. Then we can decide, do we want to do RoboCop or do we want to do, Suikoden 2? Like, we have choices of what we want to do next while we're balancing that with Mafia and we're finishing off Death Stranding 2, you know? But I don't know what to say. I'm shocked that the game did so poorly today. I don't know what to do to bring in support when this was no different than the other streams. Just that it's more of the same. Admittedly, it's just more of the same again. Like, it just won't stop being the same game. Every transformation feels almost exactly the same now. Are you kidding me? That elephant transformation is literally hold trigger, suck all objects in your area. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it at all. It was awful. All right. Well, everyone, considering that I just had the worst stream of the year, I would obviously like to bounce back from that if possible. Okay. So if you could, please come by tonight for Ludo. If you're not interested in Ludo, I'm going to actually post up on X and on my posts here on the channel page when I'm actually going to just hang out with you guys and do a chill with Phil session tonight. So please, I hope you'll come by and support tonight's stream to help make up for this dead one. All right. And tomorrow, we're actually not doing a podcast. We're doing another major stream of Death Stranding. And tomorrow night, we're doing Grand Theft Auto 4. So hopefully people will show up and support those streams. All right? Thank you for chilling today. Thanks for the support on the late stream. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow for another full and fun day. By the way, remember, Friday, I pointed the wrong way. Friday, Mega Man Marathon. I am very excited for my next marathon playing Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 while drinking. It's going to be a great time, and I hope you'll join me for that. All right, thank you guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.